Hello, beautiful souls of the universe. I just wanted to create another video kind of explaining what my goal is, and yeah, mainly what my goal is, creating this channel, helping people find awareness, love, and peace in their lives, not only other people, but myself as an individual as well, and for my family and what I am creating on my path. I just wanted to bring some more awareness and love, in a sense, to as many people as I can, including myself, like I said. And in a time like this where so many of us are, in a state of fear and just down on the world and down on themselves and in a constant state of paranoia and worry. And I'm just here to say, before everything that's going on started happening, so many of us were already living this way, in a state of fear, very greedy and self-centered, self-sufficient people. Not many people have a communal living type headspace, living through love and what can I share with those around me, what can we build together. It's more so selfish, what can I achieve, what can I gain from this and that, and everything people do and want in their lives. A lot of it comes from a very selfish standpoint in my eyes in this Western world, and being brought up and raised in it for the first 17 years of my life. That's how I was, especially for the first 15, 16 years of my life. I was a very selfish person. I hated everything, didn't care about anything, and was paranoid all the time, fearful of everything, just very unhealthy person mentally, physically, ate terribly, thought terribly, used to think about terrible things all the time, and very greedy person. Like I said in my last video, I drowned most of my life out in video games and just avoiding it because I didn't want to be alive. I feel that that's where the mindset that damn near everyone has in the Western world of how their ego works and wanting to everything for the self, that's where that leads, whether it's big or not. Everyone gets to a point where they're kind of just down on themselves, lie to themselves, and act like everything's okay, and keep going for what they think they want in this material world instead of actually trying to better themselves and help people around them. And that right there is what my goal is in creating this channel. One of my first goals when I really intensely started working on myself about a year and a half, 2 years ago, my I'll say spiritual journey started in 2016, about July, August of 2016, and has been an ongoing roller coaster since then. A lot of ups and downs, but the past year, this year, so the past 3-4 months, I have been writing consistently, damn near every day. I miss a day here and there. My goal is to write every day. If I miss a day here and there, it is what it is. Still, I'm working on it, not judging myself and going to a lower state of mind due to just not writing one day. It does kind of hinder me in my process if I'm not fully realizing where my mindset's at and stuff. So it can hinder me. So I do try to write every day, but I highly recommend, creating a journal and writing down your thoughts, emotions, and kind of mapping out your path and where you're at. It makes things simpler, and it's a very wonderful thing to kind of understand and learn how you're thinking and reacting. Another thing I am doing a lot, I wouldn't say over the past couple of years, I have started it over the past couple of years, but I actually didn't do it at all as a kid, is reading. Surprise, right? Just reading and obtaining knowledge, but in a good way. It's not involving all these electronics and frying my brain. So just reading books, whether it's, a book on awareness or a book on love, product placement, right? That's what that was. Books really help. Books help immensely, whether it's from, just not being bored and passing some time or actually genuinely learning stuff. You can do both. Learn stuff, pass time, and books are just magical. They're magical. I don't know why I ever did not read, but I highly recommend, picking up some good books that are going to help on your process and kind of bring some more awareness and love to your life. I recommend a lot of self-help books, self-help and, spiritual books, whether it's, a master book, some Tao master writing a book, or, someone simple that is simply working on themselves as an individual. We're all on this process together in our own process, and it's nice to hear other people that are kind of in the same mindset as you, in a sense, trying to learn and better themselves always, every moment. Sorry, I'm just kind of ranting. I wanted to make a video and kind of explain what my goal was here. This is, in a sense, another form of my journal, because my journals and then writing are personal and, for solely helping myself. This, like I keep saying, is in hopes of helping at least one other person out there find hope, find love, and awareness of themselves and life as a whole in hard times like this. I'm not going to play like it's easy. Things, they're different, and they're getting tough in the eyes of how we used to see things and how we used to live, especially if you're still someone very caught up in societal routines, going to school, going to the stores, grocery stores, and all this. It's all hindered right now. Businesses, schools, stores, all shut down. Everything's on lockdown. We're on lockdown, and we don't have to see a lockdown or a quarantine as something bad. Us who are on our spiritual journeys and have been for quite some time, self-isolation is part of the journey. Fully realizing where you're at and not falling into, listening and believing everything the media and your family and schools has to tell you to be true. Actually analyzing what could and could not be the truth, and having your own perspective on it, but a loving perspective. Thank you so much for listening. I hope everyone's staying safe out there and staying healthy.